It was a dark and gloomy day. The sun struggled to get even the tiniest rays of light through the thick gray clouds. It was on this day that our hero began his journey. A journey that would bring him great happiness, great confidence, great pain, and great sorrow. Our hero walked leisurely down the street, hands in pockets. Suddenly, his eyes fell upon a single fly, passing by the sidewalk. The lone fly seemed to stare back at him, with a miserable look in its eyes. Our hero was struck with an overwhelming sense of unimportance, that this fly represented his own life, that he was only a pathetic insect in the grand scheme of things, that this measly existence had no purpose, and he could never amount to anything that...
Stop, please, with all of this? It's kind of depressing.
Well, my apologies if I offended you, but I am merely trying to...
Whatever.
I understand your grievance, but for the sake of the story, please carry on and shut your damn mouth.
Okay, sure.
Where was I? Oh, yes. He could never amount to anything that would make his father proud. He began to think of his father, the cruel love that he had known all his life. Why, just last week when his father didn't come to his ballet recital, he spent the rest of the night crying in the bathroom.
Hey, come on, that's personal.
And later, when his mother asked him if he was crying, he told her that he was just thinking about the end of Pride and Prejudice.
Darcy was just misunderstood. It was beautiful, okay?
For heaven's sake, do you mind?
I do mind! You're making me sound like a complete loser.
The boy was only lashing out because he had nothing else to do. All this talk reminded him of the fact that he could never tell his father that he was gay.
What?
He most certainly was. He was totally and utterly queer bones for his best friend.
Screw off! Now you're just completely making things up.
And it was at that moment that our hero finally admitted the fact he was gay.
I am not gay. Not that there'd be anything wrong with that if I was.
The boy was telling the truth. He was in fact not gay, but the despicable boy felt that a man should never be with another.
You're just going to put a negative spin on everything.
Why, I never.
Why do I even need a narrator? You're just making things up as you go along.
I most certainly am not.
You're just making things up. It was never even dark and gloomy out. The sun was out. And there wasn't even a fly to begin with.
Listen, boy, I think I know what I'm talking about. Who's the narrator here?
You are, but I...
Do I come in here and criticize you when you're a bodiless, omniscient voice narrating a story in some odd fourth wall breaking...
Okay, but I...
Quiet, mortal. I'm in control here, me. And now I say that the hero wanted to get an ice-cold beverage, and you will get an ice-cold beverage.
Hey, what the heck?
Then the boy realized what a big doo-doo head he has been, and he took a drink from the water that was given to him. The hero drank from the beverage.
Then the boy said, refreshing.
Refreshing. Hey, stop that!
The boy then graciously thanked his kind narrator for his drink.
This is my life! You can't decide what I do, I do!
You? Don't tell me what I can't do, fool. Don't you get it? I have the power. I am the one in control.
You can't tell me what to do, you disembodied voice!
Oh, you just had to go and bring my body into this, huh? Well, how do you like this? The hero soon found himself in the street, unable to move.
What? No! Get me out of here! Now!
You imbecile. You dare to make a command of me. I am your better. You are nothing. You are a mere pawn in my enormous human-sized game of checkers.
Pawns aren't even in checkers. They're in chess!
Shut up! Just shut up and die!
See, this one was a very hard scene to shoot. The narrator and the man's natural dislike for each other made them out to be very uncooperative scene partners, and that caused it...
Who even is that?
Oh, hey, I'm the editor's commentary. Don't mind me.
Come on, man. You've got to help me.
Fun fact, that line that he just said, it was completely improvised.
Both of you shut up. Time to die.
What the hell is even happening?
This was probably the most difficult scene to shoot in the entire film. It was only really hard because the street wasn't blocked off or anything, so cars just kept driving down the road. We probably should have thought ahead more.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Go!
Get your filthy paws off of me!
This ending was a real surprise to most because it was so different from the ending in the book. We tried our best to keep an edge to the film for everyone.
Ha! Finally, you bastard!
Don't you speak to me that way. I am your master.
You stay the hell away from me and my life!
Get back! Get back here now! You are dirt! Dirt! He's gone. He's really gone. At least we have each other.
I was never really that much of a fan of this scene, so I'm just gonna go.
It was then, after everything he had known was lost, that the narrator finally realized one very important truth. Without them, he is nothing.